thought Super Poly was unstoppable. Clearly says that spells, traps, and card effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. But this comment, among many others, has sparked what I like to call
bonus content.
Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi negates after it's activated. So you're not negating the activation, you're negating the resolution. Even Cerulean Skyfire. Quite a bit of text on that boy. I admit it, it's a chunky boy. But it reads that once per turn, thankfully it's once per turn, while you control an attack position, Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, you can negate any spell or trap effect activated by your opponent. Activated. It's not negating the activation, it's negating the resolution. ZW Pegasus Twin Saber. This is the last example I'm giving on it. You guys can go ahead and share your examples of other cards that negate on resolution versus the activated effect. While it's equipped to a monster, it can negate a monster effect that's activated. Not the activation, it has to be already activated. So you activate your monster effect, that's cool and all, but it doesn't resolve. This technicality could have been avoided if cards like Super Poly didn't exist to begin with, but they already do, and there's no reason to whine about the fact that it already exists. But that led me down a rabbit hole. Like, are cards that negate the resolution just inherently better than cards that negate the activation? Do they not start a chain? Because if they don't start a chain, then so technical. Almost as frustrating as when I used to play against my boy Bruce's Dragon Maids. Like, the deck is trash. The deck is trash. Why do you keep playing those cards? Why do you keep playing those trash cards, man?
Dragon Maids are trash. Absolute trash deck.
Never gonna be meta. I'm just gonna negate their effects. You know what's even more complicated? Yugioh cards that forget that they use their own effect. Hypothetically speaking, if I use Light and Darkness Dragon, use up all my negates, and you attack my weak monster, then I activate Forbidden Chalice. Do you know it gains back all the attack and the Forbidden Chalice? Then the next turn, due to the fact that I gained back all my attack, I could use all the negates again. Or let's say you use a monster that sacrifices monsters on the field, right? To gain attack. You're thinking to yourself, that attack is gained when it hits the field, right? No, apparently that attack is gained in the hand. So if you negate it on the field, it doesn't remember the effect it gained from the hand. They can lose all the attack it gained. Not for that turn, permanently. Then we have the fact that Skill Drain can negate, all the monsters that hit the field's effect, right? Hypothetically speaking, if your monster that says it's unaffected by all card effects, and then somebody activates Skill Drain, it's still unaffected by all card effects, so that doesn't negate its effect. But if Skill Drain is already on the field activated, when you summon that monster, it still loses its effect. So its effect to protect itself is in itself an effect on the field. What if you activate Skill Drain as they're trying to summon the monster? Is its effect negated? Does it gain protection just in the in-between phase of it being summoned? It's so technical. Is this or is this not a children's card game? If you got the answers, say so below. And just as a reminder, all the comments you guys leave on these videos, I take into account, and they can become bonus content because I would like to just rant with you guys. I like to rant. I like to speak to you guys, and I like you guys' input on said rants. Thanks again for coming out. Thanks for watching your boy. And again, love you, sweet cheeks.